I felt like it was the end of my life. It felt like everything was flipped upside down, and I was basically looking forward to the end of my life. Talked about that in therapy, and we did an exercise of writing my obituary and my eulogy. And my therapist said, "So is this where you want your eulogy to stop?" She got diagnosed with kidney disease in 2020, and she passed away. That's not what I thought my life would look like. I'm a senior in high school. I'm supposed to be having my last year. The first day of my senior year, my mom said, "Let's go to the hospital." I was having back pain, stomach pain. I was swelling. I had gained a lot of weight, and now I know that was just fluid. But the doctor said, "Okay, you have protein in your urine." I had been having protein in my urine, but this particular ER doctor said that this is concerning and you're not supposed to have protein in your urine, let alone this much.
I look back over the many times that I've taken Emani to yearly visits, and it was said that she has a little bit of protein in her urine, but she's okay. I wish the doctor had told me what protein in the urine really means, but I didn't know what questions to ask at that time.
Why didn't my doctor say anything before? I felt like I was treated unfairly, like I was looked over. Doctors were saying that it's because you're overweight, you're not eating healthy enough. We went to the nephrologist and I got the diagnosis, and she said, "Okay, this is what you have. You have focal segmental glomerulosclerosis." FSGS is a form of APOL1 mediated kidney disease, or AMKD. So when I found out that I had the APOL1 genetic mutation, I was in the doctor's office screaming. I was elated, and I was like, I knew it, because I had did my own research. I did my senior final project on FSGS. I knew that there was a genetic variant. It was a relief. However, it was still this weird kind of limbo. This is embedded in me. So now what do we do?
When I found out that AMKD is genetic, Emani was happy, but I was not. I felt a sense of displaced anger because I didn't know my genetic history. So for my child to have a genetic form of disease, it had to come from somewhere. And as her parent, why didn't I know? When I was asked the question, does anyone in our family have kidney disease, I had to start making phone calls. So when I speak to my family and my friends about AMKD, I say, look, genetics is important. I absolutely had no hesitation with Emani getting genetically tested. It's very important that you are an advocate for yourself.
In order to be an active participant in your healthcare journey, you have to first be educated. Because when they told me I had protein in my urine as a younger person, as in my early teens and things like that, they didn't care, so I was like, oh, okay. I share my story in hopes that others will share their story. I didn't see anyone like me when I first got diagnosed, and I know there's someone out there that wants to see a story similar to theirs. There's someone out there that may still feel alone. I want to make sure that I dedicate my life to helping others. I want to continue to share my story, and hopes that it can touch at least one person. I'm Emani. I have APOL1 mediated kidney disease. I am a full-time student at Bowie State University, where my major is psychology. And I'm dedicating my life to helping others live through it as well. Just because you've been diagnosed with this, just because you're experiencing these symptoms, does not mean that you can't still live the life that you want to live.